Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In this series of lectures, we are going to cover the famous book Al-Ajroomiyah, which many of us plan to study, but sometimes the concepts get a bit confusing and complicated. So the goal of this lectures is going to be simplifying the whole matan for students of knowledge who are trying to study this book. So this lecture series can be a good resource, inshallah, bi'idhnillah, for those who are planning to study the book. Now, before we start studying any book, it's very important that we have a mind map of the whole book. Yani, what will be covered in this book? It's important that we know those topics and have an overall overview, so that when we are diving inside the book, we know where we are exactly. We know what we are passing by, and we know what is going to come ahead. Okay, so that's why it's very important to have such a map in front of us before we start any book. All right, so as you can see, the book can be divided mainly into three parts. Not exactly three, I would say. Maybe one more can be added here, but that is very small. That is just one topic where it deals with the jar, the words that are majroor. But anyways, let's see what do we have here. In the first section, it talks about parts of speech. So it's more like an introduction, where it says what are the parts of speech and things like that. And under this section, the topics that you're going to cover is, first of all, parts of speech, then babul i'rab, then you are going to have an introduction of what is i'rab, the definition of i'rab and things like that. Then the next chapter is the signs to know the i'rab. Okay, what are the signs for the i'rab? And then there is a small section which is faslun, related to i'rab, and then there's the chapter of verbs. Okay, now understand this. If you want to look at it very simply, this book is a book of Nahu. It doesn't deal with sarf much, except for passive verb and active verb, where there's a small discussion of sarf. But in general, this book is a book of Nahu. And most importantly, the most important study of Nahu is the study of I'rab, how the wording ends, or the reason why the ending of a word changes. Okay, so if you are studying Al-Ajroomiyah, then by now you should be knowing that there are four types of i'rab: rafa, nasab, jar, and jazm. All right, so jazm is a very small part. Jazm and jar are very, very small topics. Okay, so jazm is covered here in babul af'al. Okay, and rafa, all the topics related to rafa, or words that are rafa, is discussed in this section, babu marfu'atil asma. All right, and then nasab, all the types of nasab, words that are nasab, are discussed in this section, babu mansubatil asma. And then there is a small section which deals with yani words that are majroor. Okay, so that is all about this book. This book, Al-Ajroomiyah, these are the main topics that are covered in this book. Okay, so again, in the first section, introduction with parts of speech, i'rab, what is i'rab, what are the signs of i'rab, verbs, types of verbs, and then you know the majzoom, the jazm ones, then all the rafa, all the nasab, and then in the end all the jar, which is very small, again things that you need to know about jar. So this is the whole picture of the book. All right, so inshallah, in this video, this is what we are going to cover. This is what we are going to discuss. From the next video, bi'idhnillah, we are going to take one by one. This, from each section, we are going to cover each topic one by one, inshallah. Break them down, make it simple, so that it is easy for any beginner student of knowledge to study this book, understand these concepts, and be well grounded in it. So that's all for today. Inshallah, bi'idhnillah, I'll see you in the next video. Jazakumullah khaira. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.